We will get started. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Gati Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarini Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yadkripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Gurve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you so much, dear Vaishnavas, for joining. We are at the end of week 3 in the journey of reading Beginner's Guide to Krishna Consciousness, which is a very wonderful book, short but very power-packed, with so many essential lessons and learnings. So we were talking about Tulsi Devi yesterday, offering arati, offering prayers, why is Tulsi Devi is important, etc. So today we'll talk about a few more points about Tulsi Devi, and then we'll talk about daily schedule or daily program for a devotee. So let's dive into this reading. If anyone hasn't got a chance this week and would like to read, this is the time. So you can read, especially if you didn't get a chance throughout the week. Here is Radha Mataji. Let's just... Yes, Radha Viharini Mataji, you want to read this?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Pranam, all Vishnu Srila Prabhupada. A few more points about Tulasi. Tulasi leaves are essential for worshipping Vishnu. You should collect them in the morning during daylight hours, not at night, using scissors reserved for this purpose. Be careful when circumambulating her and offering water to her, so that you do not hurt her in any way. Remember that Tulasi is not an ordinary plant, she is a great pure devotee. Cut Tulasi's manjaris, seed receptacles, or birds as soon as they appear. Otherwise, many Tulasi plants will start to grow everywhere, and it will become difficult to care for them properly. Also, early cutting of manjaris help Tulasi grow strong and healthy. Keep Tulasi in such a way and in such a place that animals won't disturb her. Dogs actually like to urinate on Tulasi, and goats like to eat her. She should be placed away from paths so that people will not thoughtlessly brush her as they pass. Children and adults too should be trained to treat her respectfully. Tulsi does not like the hot summer sun, so try to keep her in the shade. Although Tulsi has medical qualities, devotees do not think of her as medicine. She is a pure devotee and is worshipable by us. Devotees cultivate Tulsi to cultivate their devotion and for no other reason. Tulsi leaves should be offered in devotion at the lotus feet of Vishnu Tattva deities and pictures, and to no one else. This means that Tulsi leaves are to be offered to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, Lord Nrsimhadeva, Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, etc., but not to the lotus feet of even Radharani, Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Pandit, or the Sampradaya Acharyas. However, in deity worship, you may place Tulasi in the right hand of your Guru for him to offer at Krishna's lotus feet. Tulasi leaves are also necessary for offering bhoga, food preparations to the Lord. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
You want to share? Who said? Sorry. You want to share anything, Radha Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Yesterday, after you mentioned about some Tulasi Devi points and all, so I had this question. By that time, its time is done. I just want to mention that some people think like for cold and cough as a herbal medicine, they can put Tulasi like a ginger and mint leaves. So, but thing is in Iskcon, we worship Tulasi, we offer Tulasi, we eat the tulsi which is offered to the prasadam to Lord, but we don't boil tulsi and eat. That's what I heard, Prabhu. If any corrections is required, please add. And tulsi is very, very powerful as we take care of Tulsi Devi, and our devotion also grows that way. So we have to especially take care of Tulsi if we are devotees of Vishnu. And some Matajis or somebody asked me this question, Mataji, can we offer Tulsi to Balramji or can we offer Tulsi to Radharani? But it is clearly mentioned here. So we have to offer to Vishnu avatars, Vishnu incarnations, Narshingadev, Nityananda Prabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna, but not to any other gods or Guru Parampara. That's what I understood, Prabhuji. You can add more, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very cool. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very, very nice points. So there is point about Tulsi, cutting Tulsi Manjari or plucking is the right word. Should timely pluck the Tulsi Manjaris. It will help Tulsi to grow strong and healthy. Very important point, and offering Manjaris to Krishna. So at the same time, one has to be careful. If one does not do so, then Tulsi will grow in the garden, and then it will spread fast, and then and then she may come on the way. Some leaves will fall, kids may step on them, people coming, going may step on them, and it's not a healthy, it's strong and offensive. Those who have dogs or, one should be more careful, taking good care of her so animals don't bother. There are a lot of sometimes small these bugs, mealy bugs and other, they try to bother, so we should care for her in an appropriate way. What to speak of brushing Tulsi while walking, right? So we should be careful. If someone has a Tulsi plant, we should not just casually brush her as anyone is walking. And what to speak of brushing, but at the same time, even stepping on her shadow is not recommended, or even stepping on shadow of any, worshipable personality is not recommended. It's not good. Hot summer and cold winter, one has to do some, so extreme weathers, we all know, it's tough. So anything, I don't know the exact temperatures, but anything below 50 is certainly cold for her. And the same extreme heat is also not good. So one should do the needful. What else is there? One can place in the hands of Guru Tattva or Radharani, but not at the feet, as very, very clearly mentioned here. So are to be offered at the feet of Nrsingadev, Lord Krishna, Nityanand Prabhu, Advaita Acharya Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's fine. So Krishna Balaram is fine, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu is fine, Gaur Nitai is fine, Advaita Acharya Prabhu is also fine. But in the Panch Tattva, so three of the Panch Tattva, but not the Gadadhar Pandit or Srivas Pandit. And the other acharyas like Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, etc., we should not put, or even Srila Prabhupada, one's guru, etc., one should not put at the feet. One can put in the hands as a token that they are offering it to Krishna. Or, yeah. Any other thoughts, comments about Tulsi Devi?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, I have a question like, so we can offer Tulsi Manjari's garland to Jagannath and Baldev, but not to Subhadra Maharani, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Prabhuji, I just want to clarify. The tulsi marani leaves that we offer in the bhoga. So we when it comes while we are eating, we have to swallow them, right? We should not chew them.
Yes, as far as possible.
Okay.
And if they are really big or, like something, then even if one has to, again, good, better, best. The best is not to chew. Take sip with some water. But if one that's not feasible due to whatever reason, then one can use the rear teeth, not the front teeth, which are sharper.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Very well. Any other thoughts about Tulsi Devi? I think one thing which maybe I misspoke a little bit, as Upendra Prabhu was asking about puja. So in the temple, the puja is primarily, of course, the Bala Bhoga is done before Mangala Arati. So the word before, after, I got a little confused because there are so many aratis in the temple, like 6 aratis. So the puja primarily as the deity dressing is done, all the Shodashopchar puja, the bathing, the dressing, the alankar, the naivedya, etc. So it's done after Mangalarti, but before Darshanarati. So I think in the book they are referring Darshanarati at one point and Mangalarti at the other. So I got a little confused there. Just wanted to clarify. That time the big puja is done, offering all the itra, all the, and then the arati begins with the Shringar Arati at 7:15 after because changing the deity clothes, it takes around 1.5 hours or so. And that is a time where the devotees are doing japa and the curtain is closed. So at that time, the clothes changing and the puja, dressing, bathing, all that goes behind the scene in the altar. Just wanted to share a comment there. Any other thoughts before we move to the next part of the program, which is the
Hare
daily?
Krishna Prabhuji, I have a question. Dandavat Pranam, dear devotees. Prabhuji, I'm referring back to Radha Mataji's question about tea. If we were making ginger tea and put tulsi in there and it's offered to the Lord, is it okay to make tea like this, Prabhuji?
It's not recommended.
Yeah.
Not recommended
Okay.
in the sense because we are used. See, the whole idea is the mood. If the mood is, oh, let me use tulsi to cure my health, that like we are using service, we're taking service of a great Param Vaishnavi. There are a million other ways to if one is, see, the whole idea is the mood. What is the mood? If the mood is, okay, let me use her so that I can take, maybe get rid of my cough, cold, immunity, whatnot. So that's not a healthy approach towards a great devotee who is very dear to Krishna. We will not want to take any service from her, rather, fall at her feet and pray to her and beg her to get to. She it's like, going to a multi-billionaire and saying, give me 2 rupees. She can give pure bhakti, and I'm saying, give me some immunity. Right? Give me some, my cough is like having some issues. Can you clear my cough? Right? So she's there to give pure bhakti. Krishna Bhakti Pratidevi, Vishnu Bhakti Pratidevi Satyava. That's what we pray. For cough, cold, there are a million other things we can take, like turmeric, milk, all there's so many natural herbs we can take. And see, if the mood is, like, okay, it's already offered, and I'm taking it with water as a remnant of Krishna. This Krishna, a Shaka Krishna Ashwadilo. So Krishna has taken this offering. Krishna has accepted this tulasi that I'm taking. for my spiritual health. A very, very far tertiary effect health may also improve, but that's not my motive. My main motive is spiritual health, and other things are bonus, but that's not the main idea.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Good.
Is it okay, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Any other thoughts? One should be careful, as I said, uh, in the entrance, etc. One should not step on them. Cars should, the wheels, etc. So one should be careful where to place. One should not even step on the shadow. It's also considered offensive. So, anything else before we move to the next part?
Hare
Okay.
Krishna. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Prabhu, one, if you can help add, Tulsi Maharani's stem, right? Once, for whatever reason, we have Tulsi Maharani's stem after the leaves are all gone. So, how to take care of them? Can we use them for the yajna? Like last time, can I store them, collect, and then use them for the yajna? If so, how should I take care of them to use for the yajna, if in case I can?
In the dried stems,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You can use for yagya. You can put in a water body. And this applies to other things also, like nirmalya, like off. So you can bury them in the ground. So yagya, putting in a water body, or putting in the ground where someone will not step over those, just like vacant area, or like for nirmalya, I think it's like naturally decompose, right? Naturally decompose in the earth. It can be used for offered flowers also, like offered garlands. Now, what you do with them after a few days, right? So you can put in the water, or you can put in the in the ground and cover some dust, like soil over it. So it naturally decomposes. That's the idea. Without, rather than putting it with trash, that's not good. Trash bins, all that. So burning is also fine. Burning. But see what is practical based on, so putting in water, putting in the soil, putting in earth, water, fire. You see, natural elements. Now we can't put in the air, right? And ether, right? So earth, water, fire. So these are like from nature to nature, from dust to dust. And these are the ways it will go naturally, right? But now you can say, well, the garbage collectors also will put in, but that's not the best way. We have to, it's our responsibility, like you remember the story of Indra. Indra was garlanded, given the Maha garland of Lord Vishnu. He said, okay, Gajin, Iravat, you take this garland. Iravat Baba, Hati Dimag. He like trampled over that garland. So who got the offense? Indra got the offense, because he didn't take care properly of the garland given to him of Lord Vishnu. So you can't blame the elephant. Elephant is elephant. So it's our responsibility if we get a Maha. So how do we properly make sure it's goes in the right place? So same with the stem. I think your question was stem, but this applies to other aspects as well. Is it okay, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. And if I want to use can I store them like for a couple of months and then bring it to the yajna for fire?
Yes.
So storing.
Yeah, you
Storing.
can store and then dry. I mean, they'll stay good. Make sure they're dry and there's no moisture, because moisture means microorganisms will come, fungus, etc. will come. Once they are dried, and then you can put in a Ziploc or something, and they'll be good. You can even put in the freezer, right? They'll stay, or yeah, no, a freezer or fridge. You can put in the fridge once dried, wash, dry, and then you can store them, sure, for sure.
Yeah, root separated out, decomposed, and the stem I can store to get to the yajna, right? Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, maybe it's my bad connection or something, but I think. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I was
Prabhuji,
just
we're in.
asking. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, good. So let's read the next part, the daily program, if anyone. Yes, Ruby Mataji, you want to read this?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. The deity program. In all Iskcon temples, devotees gather in the mornings and evenings for a fixed program of spiritual practices. As much as possible, devotees living at home should bring their family members together for similar programs. Having a fixed daily program makes our Krishna consciousness steady and strong. Below is a typical daily schedule in an Iskcon temple. The schedule may vary slightly from temple to temple. Morning program 4 a.m. Devotees rise, shower, and put on tilak and fresh clothes. 4:30 a.m. Mangal Aarti. 4:55 a.m. Jayadhani and Narsima prayers. 5 a.m. Tulsi Aarti. Hare Krishna. 4:10 a.m. Japa period begins. Most devotees chant Japa at this time. The pujaris perform puja for the deities and dress them in fresh clothes. 7 a.m. Sringara Arti, greeting the deities. 7:10 a.m. Guru Puja, worship of Iskcon founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. 7:20 a.m. Srimad Bhagavatam class. 8:15 a.m. approximately, the morning programs ends. Shall I continue, Prabhuji? Evening program, 6:50 p.m. Tulsi Aarti, 7 p.m. Sandhya Aarti, 7:25 p.m. Jayadhani and Narsima prayers, 7:30 p.m. Bhagavad Gita class, about 1 hour. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So I know this is a typical temple schedule. It may vary temple from temple a little bit. There's no like big variation, but some temples that say Mangal Aarti may start at 4, some at 4:30, some at 5. Yeah, that's based on some, factors based on the local region, geography, and but as close as one can follow this at home, that's very glorious. Like it's like the best. It's like the gold standard, right? If one can follow this at home being a Grihastha, then they are actually very, very sincere. So, but I think we have discussed here 4 for someone's 4:30, someone's 5, someone's 5:30. One in the sense like gradual improvement. Wherever we currently are, try to gradually improve. And we all have areas for improvement, especially I have a lot. So in the temple, since it's a public program, these are done in a more elaborate manner every day. But even you can do it in a simple manner at home. All the aartis like Mangal Aarti, Tulsi Aarti, Guru Aarti, Nrsimha Aarti, and little bit Kirtan, some bhoga offering. All that can be done in 30 minutes or less, right? So first 30 minutes, let's say, getting ready, bathing, doing the morning duties, dressing, putting tilak, etc. Right? 30 minutes for Aarti, 2 hours for japa. That's how many hours? 3 hours, right? And 30 minutes, let's say, for reading, hearing, whatever you best feel. If one can give this 3.5 hours in the morning, I can assure that that person will make rapid spiritual progress. There is no doubt in that. That person will make rapid spiritual progress. Sincerely chanting, sincerely getting up, dressing, doing these artis, remembering Guru, because this covers everything. It covers connection to Guru Parampara, it covers connection to Krishna, Tulsi Devi, Nrsimha Arti, Guru Puja, etc. And it did not need to be elaborate either, as we discussed. Even if you offer lamp, incense, some flowers, chamar, that is fine, right? Just chanting the prayer, meditating upon those meanings. What does Tulsi Arti mean? Offering, bowing down, watching Tulsi Devi, etc. So if one can give the morning 3.5 hours, one is very, very glorious. Or even one can, if one feels, okay, I need some time in the evening also, one can do Tulsi Arti in the evening Sandhya time, Tulsi Arti, Nrsimha Arti, chant few rounds or read here with the family, dance, sing Kirtan. And then again read something. So here it's mentioned about 6 hours of one's sadhana, all these elements of sadhana. But at home, at least we should try like 3-4 hours. 2 hours japa. That if one has some of devotees have taken vow. So 2 hours those men, it will take more or less. Now the other 2 hours, no one takes a vow. But we know what is Prabhupada's heart. We know what Prabhupada, so much emphasis he gives on reading, hearing, Shravanam, Kirtanam, deity worship, etc. And of course, the first 30 minutes I included bathing. So whether one is devotee, non-devotee. In fact, non-devotees may take more time, 1 hour to bathe, 1.5 hours, right? So Krishna consciousness helps us to be efficient. So even if 30 minutes also may be too much. If one can get in 15-20 minutes, I think that's also doable. Very much doable, especially when you have to run for the aarti. Necessity is the mother of invention, right? So you'll be able to invent things. I remember I was in base Bombay, Borivoli. There were 14 bachelor devotees, sometimes 12, sometimes 14, etc. Living in I would not even call a home. So it was somehow a place with 2 bedrooms. I don't know if it's called 2 bedroom, but like hardly, like much smaller than like a 2 bedroom condo, or with 1 bathroom. So 14 people. And we had Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra deities and Gauranitai deities. So one room was temple room. And that also became the bedroom in the night, because that's, why. There are only 2 rooms and then the temple room. And then some will sleep in the air on the terrace. So somehow everyone will figure out the space. It was very funny and interesting and very joyful days. Now 1 bathroom, 14 people have to get ready. And Mangal Aarti will begin at 4:30. Now good luck figuring that out. So it was an adventure. It was adventure. If you stay more than 5 minutes in the bathroom, like people will start banging the door. Hey, it's come out. It's right. So necessity was 5 minutes. They'll go and come out like it was like magical. And everyone, almost every day, almost everyone, almost every day would be ready for Mangala. Amazing. So if one has been through that, then 30 minutes seems a lot. So the point is, it's fun, right? There should be challenge. There should be fun, right? Should not take Kakasnanam with Vidyarthi. We are all students, right? Avani Vedi, you remember that 5 symptoms of a student? Bhakodhyanam, Kakasnanam, Kakacheshta, Bhakodhyanam. What's that? Bhakodhyanam, Kakacheshta. The bathe like a crow, right? I need to figure that out.
Prabhuji, Kagacheshta, Bhakodhyanam, Swan Nidra,
Nidra.
Tatheva cha Alpahari, Giratyagi, Ite Vidyarthi Panchalakshanam.
Haribo, very nice. Kakacheshta. Kakacheshta, and one devotee said Kakasnanam also. So they take very fast. They like quickly bathe, like dip in and and they dry out in the air. So it helps, That doesn't mean we should be unclean. But yeah. Any thoughts, comments about the schedule? Easy breezy.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
If for some reason Tulsi Arti has been missed in morning time, so is it okay to do Tulsi Arti on daytime?
Yes. Day means like evening or later in the day?
Later in the day, because evening also we have to do the evening time.
Yes. See, as I said, at home, Krishna is very merciful. Understand the situation, kids, office, job, business, getting ready for school, getting ready for office, running after the bus, or carpool, this, that. So many things one has to juggle. So at home, you make your rule and follow them. And sometimes we go here and there, beg for forgiveness, and do later. That's fine.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Home Krishna is very merciful, but we should do something at least, right? We should not take too much advantage of his mercy. So now this program, as you see, like we start in Lalachua, let's say 4:30 to 9 o'clock Bhagavatam ends. That's 4.5 hours. So, or at least 4 hours. And then the evening 1 hour. But start wherever we are, start something, right? If some Krishna enters in the lives of devotees like Vaman Dev. Krishna enters in the lives of devotee like Vaman Dev. Now I'll elaborate on that tomorrow. So some teaser for tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Any other thoughts anyone else has?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, that 7 p.m. it's mentioned Sandhya Arati. So that means, Prabhu, that Gaura Arati. Sandhya Arati means Gaura Arati.
Yes. Actually, that's a perfect segue to the next program, which maybe you can read. So what does these arati mean? So you can read these songs section.
And 7 a.m. also, Prabhu, that one is Singara Arati. So, Prabhu, is that any particular Arati?
Everything will come in this and we'll cover. You can read this and I think that your question will be answered.
Hare Krishna devotee, Dandavat Pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Puja songs. The songs listed below are sung at specific times in all Iskcon centers throughout the world. Translations can be found in the book Songs of the Vaishnava Acharyas, when to sing and sung opening words. Mangal Arati, Sansar Davanela. Tulsi Arati, Namo Namaha Tulasi. Guru Puja, Sri Guru Charana Padma. Sandhya Arati, Jai Jai Gorachandra. Before class, Jai Radha Madhava. Before taking prasad, Sarira Avidyaja. After completing the songs at Mangalarati, Tulsi Puja, Guru Puja, and Sandhya Arati, continue the Kirtan with the Srila Prabhupada Pranam Mantra. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamine Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. After this, continue the Kirtan with the Panchatattva mantra. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Sing this a few times, usually 3. Then continue with the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, until the end of the Arati. After each Arati, the Jayadhuni is declared. Then the devotees sit and sing the song beginning with the words Namaste Narasimhaya. This is not sung after the Guru Puja. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Back to you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Maybe if devotees wish, you can add one here. The Sandhya Arati is in the evening. The Shringara Arati or greeting. So that begins with Govinda Adi Purusha Namaham Bhajami, sung by Yamuna Mataji. And in all the temples across the globe, that song is played. Prabhupada wanted that song sung by Yamuna Mataji. So that audio is played in all the temples. That's you can imagine like how special that song is, because we don't play the other artis, we don't play other correct like Tulsi Aarti, like someone is live singing, but that song, that Shringar Darshan, that Shringar Aarti is played in all temples across the globe. So much Prabhupada loved that, sung by Yamuna Mataji. Is it okay, Prabhu? I think your question also is answered. And Narshingarati, I think it's written below. Namaste Narashingaya.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I got it. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Any other questions about these songs? So the next section is all these prayers, right? Now, this book does not have the translation, but it is highly recommended that we kind of not just memorize the words, but at least have some understanding of what this paragraph is talking about, what next paragraph is talking about. So one should not say tomorrow, someone will say, hey, you're singing this every day. What are you singing? Right? So we should try to gradually develop that understanding also. Why are we singing? What are we singing? So that will be very helpful. Any thoughts, comments? So the next few pages are these songs, the Samsardava prayers, Narshingarti prayers. Was there a comment someone had? Tulsi Arati prayers.
Yes, Prabhuji. I just wanted. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Are you yeah, I'd be able to get songs under the translation.
Mhm. I don't know if it's me or
The
your
bhajans.
side. I can't hear properly.
For me too, Prabhuji. Network is low. Couldn't hear you, Prabhuji. Ramai Pran.
Can you repeat, please, bro?
Hare Krishna, you hear me now, Prabhuji?
Better.
Okay, I was saying that in the temple songbook, we may be able to get most of the bhajans with the meaning, Prabhuji.
Yes. No. Vaishnava song book also PDF is available. So Vaishnava songbook PDF also is available. Yes. And of course the Desire, what's that, KK song website is also there. Yeah. I think I like this one personally. Vaishnava songs compiled by Iskcon Chapati. So this is quite detailed one. You'll find many songs which you will not find other places. So all the pranam mantras, the extended Mangalacharan, yeah, you'll find everything here. The meaning of Mahamantra, some Sardava prayers with meaning, paragraph by paragraph, and then in the order, Nourishing Arti, where has that been taken from? Ugranavira Mahavishnu's mantra also is nice. Tulsi Arti, the meaning, paragraph by paragraph, Chaitudarpanam Shishtastakam, 8 prayers one should try to remember. Lord Chaitanya's 10 offenses. So yeah, everything is here, step by step, and very, very nicely done. And beyond that, there are other bhajans you can see by either by author or by even like A, B, C, D. So both ways it's sorted nicely. And we have, so well Prabhu mentioned, we have reasons, not this one, but the smaller one in stock and books if someone wants. Is it okay? I can share the link of this with all of you. It's easily available on Iskcon Desire Tree PDF under the book section. So what do you all say like about this? How shall we leave this as homework or what do you all suggest? Because these are prayers and what do you say?
I think reading and at least the meanings is very, very helpful, Prabhuji.
Reading with the meaning, like paragraph by paragraph?
Yeah, or sing and then go through the translations and discussing about the translation if possible.
Okay. Any other thoughts anyone has? Jai Dhwani prayers, Jai Radha Madhav bhajan. Everything is there. Prasadam Sevana prayers are also here. Mahaprasade Govinde. Okay. Okay, any questions? So prayers maybe that I think that we can cover exclusively all these prayers and their meanings at some point. But yeah, how to, I think we covered that there is prayer for Mangalarti, prayer for Narshingarti, Tulasi Arti, Guru Vandana, Prasad Sevana, Sharira Vidyachal, then Gaur Arti, and then Jai Dhwani, Namo Vishnu Padaya, Jai Vishnupad Paramhamsa. Everyone should know and be able to do these prayers. And the best thing is do it. The more you do, the more it will go deeper in the heart. And the more you'll be able to naturally remember. Okay. So the next section is Krishna Prasad, which is very important section because Iskcon is kitchen religion. So we will talk about that. Maybe we'll begin this tomorrow. So we'll talk about the mood, the preparation, how to offer, what not to offer, and things like that. We'll talk about on Monday. Right. So we have a few minutes. We can take some thoughts, questions, comments, any additional points you may have to share or add to this discussion. We have covered till almost 69th page.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Prabhu, how can we manage 16 rounds before Brahma we have to complete Prabhu, 16 rounds of chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. How can we manage the Mangala Harati and the chanting of Mantra? Prabhuji, please guide me. How can we manage both of them?
So it's not that we have to complete chanting before the Brahma Muhurta. Of course, if one does, that's great. But Brahma Muhurta is the 1.5 hours before sunrise period. So typically you can say 4 to 6, 5 to 7, or more or less, right? That 2-hour window is the chanting period in most temples, 5 to 7, let's say. So you want to see, everyone has to see what's best for their schedule. I mean, the balance, see, chanting, if one has to complete 16 rounds in the morning, then it will take at least 1 hour 45 minutes. And 15 minutes arti. So in 2 hours, potentially, it can be done. Even just the Mangal Arati and Nourishing Arati, 15 minutes one can do. Now, what that 2-hour window will be, you see based on your schedule. I don't know if you have job or family or cooking and morning routine and, children. Everyone has their unique circumstances. Just do the best you can. See how you can fit that 2-hour window. Can you do like 4 to 6 or 5 to 7 or 5:30 to 7:30, or you see what's best. I mean, the earlier we get up, the better it is. That's a universal principle. Well begin is half done. If we start nicely early, we'll feel victorious. You're already doing it very nicely, Mataji. So just
By 4:30, 3:30, we are getting up, and I am completing 32 rounds before 6:30, Prabhu, before your class. But I'm missing Mangala Harati. That is very, very important, right, Prabhu? So how can I manage? That is only the problem.
You are very glorious, Mataji. You're doing 32 rounds. India time, it's like before 7 a.m. I mean, that's glorious. So even if you let's say you want to do quickly Mangala Arati. I'm sure wherever you are chanting, there must be some picture, some picture or something, Guru Parampara. This is also I have seen some devotees do. Let's say I'm chanting here. I have some pictures of Krishna on my table. So you wherever you are sitting on the ground or the table, chair, whatever, that's fine. You can recite Mangalarti right there also. It takes 2 minutes to recite the 8 paragraphs, right? And pray in the heart to the Guru Parampara. That's also, now again, you are chanting 32 rounds, so that's very glorious. And I pray and fall at your feet, so someday I can also do. Is it okay, Mataji? Sorry, I want to guide you. You need advanced association. I'm serious.
I'm not advanced प्रभु जी क्या है कि सुबह उठती हूँ फिर कभी कभी ऐसा ही बैठ जाती हूँ नहा के फिर 99% I will do that but if any disturbance comes I can't able to do my regular sadhana properly Prabhu. So I am very much interested in doing the Mangala Harati. I can't able to adjust the timings Prabhu, because somebody have told me that 6:30 Brahma Muhurta time you have to chant complete the rounds. It is very very good for everyone. And 16 rounds for me and 16 rounds for all. I am doing like that Prabhu. So I thought that is important. When I am listening the classes, I have missed some classes because I went to Madura and Srirangam, that trip Prabhu 1 week. So I want to ask you and I want your guidance so that I can happily do my Mangala Harati and chanting both Prabhu. That is only the reason I asked the question. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. So wherever, as I said, now whenever you're beginning your chanting or in between your one set of 16 and another set of 16, reciting Mangala Arati prayers will only take you 2 minutes. You recite in between. Is there some suggestions? You can do at the beginning of 32 rounds, you can do in the middle, or or at the end. Either way is absolutely fine. Reciting all the 8 stanzas, like one verse, it takes only 15 seconds to recite a verse, right? It's basically more like, or a stanza, 4 lines, it will take 15, 20. The goal is not the speed. Even if it takes 3 minutes, it's fine, right? The goal is we're prayerfully sansara dava nalalidha loka tranaya karunya ghana ghanatvam praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya vande guru shri charanarvindam Mahaprabhu. Like that, you can just sing, close your eyes, meditate on the deities, and then chant, or between your rounds or after your rounds. Either way is fine. But yeah, as you rightly mentioned, chanting is important. Mangalarti is also important. So, and if you can do in 5 minutes, like if you do the same thing in the altar, take an incense, light an incense, show some flowers, show some chamar. That also won't take more than a few minutes.
Okay.
Any other thoughts, comments, additions anyone has?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so I guess we will pause here and continue on Monday. I'm very grateful again to all of you for your kind association. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveti Gaur Bhaktavinda ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarupyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha, Tanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna
Pranam.
Prabhuji.